Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alexis and today I just felt like sharing my book haul from the library. I am trying to practice self-restraint by not buying books, not looking at my cart, not looking at my wish list, and really honing in on my physical TBR and utilizing my library, whether that be going in person or using Hoopla. So I just wanted to share some of the ones I was able to borrow from my local library. And yeah. Now, if you saw my fall TBR list, this one will not be a shock because I didn't get to finish it over the past 3 weeks. I did have it borrowed, and that would be The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. As I mentioned before, this is supposed to follow a main character whose name is now Cassie, that I am aware of. I just barely started it. And she is currently living in their lake house, family lake house. And across the lake, she is getting more familiar with Tom and Catherine, more so Catherine, and kind of watching and spying on them with binoculars just to entertain herself. She also has a drinking problem, so just seeing their dynamic and I'm being introduced to it. So unfortunately, this is not numbered by chapters, so I can't even say what chapter I'm on. But I am, as I'm filming this, on page 56. So yeah, I am enjoying it so far. I've been in more of a mystery thriller mood, which is kind of shocking for me because I usually gravitate toward romance, but I've been craving something that would thrill me, that would shock me, that would maybe make me nervous in the middle of the night, especially when it's eerily quiet. Yeah, I'm hoping to finish it this round of borrows for sure. Now, the next book I'm hoping to get to is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I did read The Silent Patient, which I mentioned in my fall TBR book. I enjoyed it. I won't quite reveal my rating yet, but I certainly want to try this one out as well. And this is supposed to be about Mariana, who is a group therapist, it seems, and she was also related to and she's also affiliated with Cambridge University. It seems there had been a murder, and a professor is highly suspected of doing so and understanding why. His followers are called the Maidens, hence the title. So yeah, I'm intrigued enough. I again don't know much more than that because that's all that's in the synopsis. And I did enjoy the writing style as well by this author, so I'm looking forward to this one. The next two books that I'm hoping to get to that I was so happy to see my library had would be by S.A. Cosby. Now, this one I did not mention in my TBR video, but it is certainly on my list, and that is Razorblade Tears. This book apparently is supposed to follow a white man and a black man whose sons used to date, so their sons were gay, but they were murdered, and this is them solving their murder and maybe getting revenge. I'm not sure, but again, there's that mystery aspect in here. Murder, of course, talking about racial injustices, homophobia, I assume, because again, two gay men who were murdered, and one was white and one was black. So this I am intrigued enough by, and this author has been praised by my favorite author as well. So I'm intrigued. And of course, All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. This one I did mention in my fall TBR, and I did notice it was physically there at my local library. Which I think what I did notice as I was reading The Silent Patient before, that when it comes to mystery thriller type, I think it's easier for me to comprehend it when I'm reading it versus listening to it, and especially if it is talking about multiple characters that may or may not have names I'm not familiar with. Um, Same things with fantasy. If they have unique names, I may or may not get more confused and have to run back the audio. But I do think I'll have a smoother time reading it physically. And All the Sinners Bleed is supposed to follow a black man who becomes sheriff, and It's in a small southern town. A local teacher is murdered, and I believe it's following that case, along with the corruption that is happening locally. So, yes, certainly plan on getting to this sometime soon. And these are all the books that I borrowed from my library. I think I will certainly finish The House Across the Lake first because I've already started it. Next, I will likely tackle S.A. Cosby's books. I may or may not decide to do a taste test video talking about them as well, but who knows because my mind tends to wander when it comes to my ideas and talking about the books, which I haven't been doing as frequently, but I'm working on getting back into it. And of course, The Maidens by this author whose other book I enjoyed recently. Yeah. So that is all I just wanted to share today, my quick little book haul. And this is just a nice reminder to visit your local libraries, even if they don't have something at that time. See if you can request them. They may even be able to borrow from another library and get it on hold for you. Of course, check out Hoopla, Libby. Utilize your resources, local resources, and it helps encourage the local community to fund them as well. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little haul. And until next time, my name's Alexis. Take care and happy reading.